First of all, let me tell everybody, my name is Robert Johnson. I'm president of the Peoria Park District. Before I get started with my little spiel here, I just kind of want to say a few words about the Peoria Park District. We are a second to none, seriously. And sometimes people don't really understand and realize what Peoria has here. We have a great park district system. We really do. I'm not only saying because I'm there. This here building right here, I was down here when I was 7 years old, running around and everything in this park. And how the people that was before us, how the boards that came in before us preserved this place. Now it's on the prehistoric register. It is a beautiful park. We have a lot of parks in the city of Peoria that people just really haven't been to, haven't went and looked at. I mean, you got to understand, we are a jewel. We're the largest park district in Peoria, second to none, the largest park district in land. I mean, not in Peoria, in Illinois. I'm sorry. Give me a break here. We're the largest park district in Illinois. Also the oldest, this is the oldest park district. And Peoria Park District has some great amenities. We have some great people, that great staff that works here. And I'm just amazed at all the things that we have here in Peoria. I remember Deadwater Park, how big that is and how long it's been there. I was a kid going through that park and people preserved that land. They preserved it. And I think it's my job as president of the Peoria Park District to also reserve this land, keep it protected, so that people from after me can come also and enjoy this beautiful land that we have. We have been, we have won 4 gold medals nationally. People from all over the country calls Peoria and asks our staff different questions. 4 gold medals that we have won, and because of our park districts and the things that we have here and amenities that the people can enjoy. We want to keep that, going because we certainly do enjoy it. As president of the Peoria Park District Board of Trustees, I am honored to stand here today with Mayor Rita Ali, who's a very good friend of mine also. She and I went to Manual High School as kids. We were both on the student council running for office at Manual also as well. It's really strange. I want to celebrate the many improvements that together we have been able to make a reality here in Peoria. And she's been here with me, working with the city as the mayor. We're working together, we're still working together to make our city a better place. Before I make some introductory comments, I would be remiss if I didn't take a quick moment to thank the other public officials who have joined us today. Jackie Petty. Jackie is here with us now. This is her last term. I'm going to be very sad. These 24 years I've worked with her, she decided to retire from the park board. And can you all give Jackie Petty a hand, please? Jackie has been a warrior for the park district. She really has. We worked a lot of places together. We did a lot together. I'm really going to miss her. Joyce Harant, she just won a re-election again. Joyce is very good in terms of our environmental issues. She brings a great thing to the park board. And Joyce, I want to let you know that I'm very proud and thankful for your input as well. Alex Sierra, my friend here. I called on Alex. He took my spot on the Southern District as I came to president, and he's been doing a fantastic job. Alex also got Manual head in the state in the speech debates. Speech. He was very instrumental in bringing Manual High School to first in the state. Correct? Correct? All righty. Very good. Young man. He's the youngest board member I've seen, 24?
24.
24 years old, and he's on the way. He's really on his way. And we certainly do appreciate your work and your effort. Patrick Urick is here, our city manager. He's done a lot for Peoria. We've had some agreements, and we've had some disagreements. But overall, I like Pat. He's done a great job for Peoria, and we're certainly proud of you, Patrick. I just want to say thank you again as well. Latrina Leary, where is she at? Let's shake your hand. Latrina became she became the township supervisor. Did a great job. Katrina also grew up where we did, right down the street where I grew up at as well. And her family didn't realize it until I got to know you. But thank you for being here also. And then I would really be remiss, everyone, y'all can let me know. Some people think I'm a preacher. I keep going on and on and on. But I want to say our staff, would they all stand up or come forward? Martha, oh, I didn't see, oh, that's right. I'm sorry, wait a minute. Martha, that is right, Martha Ross. Martha Ross has just won re-election to the school board. We worked a lot with her in the school district, Peoria, Park District, and also the city, which I do want to make sure that our Park District, our school district, and our City of Peoria and county can work together to build our community up. Martha's done a great job in Peoria, a lot of work that she's done, and we certainly do appreciate you. Martha Ross, I'm sorry. Our staff, are they here? Okay, guys, y'all stand up here. Put your hands up. Say something. Come on now. Say hello. Don't be scared. Y'all did a lot over here for this park district. I see Becky over there. See Becky. What's Mike Freeberg? Mike Freeberg, Willing. Who else there? I see Brent. Matt Freeman. There's Scott there, yeah.
Mary Harden.
Yeah, Mary Harden.
She led this project.
Mary led the project, okay. And Becky. And Alicia, okay. We have our park chief over there. Yep. There he is, Todd Green hiding out. And then we also have Ernest Starks, also as well. Ernest is back there. I gotta brag on my staff, y'all, because they've done a great job. They really make Peoria look good, and we're certainly thankful. On behalf of our Park District and those who live, work, and play in our communities, it is my distinct honor to express gratitude to the City of Peoria. It really is. Who invited us to cooperate here. I want to thank the Illinois Central Civic Contractors Incorporated, who did the site work and installed both the basketball courts and the new shelter, as well as New Toys, who installed the playground. What an amazing team effort. Every new or improved element here adds to the vibrancy of our community, and it shows what our governments can achieve when we work together. The park is also a testament to what happens when we cooperate with other organizations, which we do daily at the Peoria Park District. The Trewyn Pavilion hosts the PCCO Early Head Start students daily, and our upper level just recently became the home of Peoria's Grown Market 309. Both of these efforts support our greatest asset as a community, the people who live here. Thank you. Thank you to all who show their commitment to this community and who work to honor our parks as the assets they are. I am pleased to invite my friend, my dear friend, Mayor Rita Ali, to the podium to say more. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Robert mentioned we've been friends for a long time, and it just came to me as he was talking about being the Southern District trustee for the Peoria Park District and Alex Sierra taking his place. Well, I was the Southern District representative trustee for the Peoria Park District, and Robert Johnson took my place. That was many years ago, and I didn't know that he was eventually going to become the president of the Park District, but I'm not surprised at all. He was a leader in high school, he was a leader after high school, and he's been a great leader within the Peoria Park District. So I thank you for your leadership, Robert. I also want to acknowledge Councilwoman Denise Jackson. She's not here. She's actually taken an exam this morning. She really wanted to be here, but The time conflicted, so she apologizes that she's not here, but believe me, her heart is here. Her heart is here with the citizens of the South Side, or the residents of the South Side. Her heart is here with Trewyn Park and the upgrades that have taken place. I want to thank you all for coming out today. We're so excited to commemorate the improvements made to Trewyn Park. Today we celebrate our partnership with the Peoria Park District, the upgrades made to a long-standing Southside institution, Trewyn Park, and the Community Development Block Grant Program that made this project possible. The City of Peoria is proud of a partnership with the Peoria Park District as President Johnson indicated, the oldest and largest park district in Illinois. The Peoria Park District brings so much value to the City of Peoria and the surrounding community. Research has shown time and time again that access to green space and quality parks and recreation facilities are proven to be linked to better physical and psychological health outcomes, as well as reduced crime rates. This is true for every corner of Peoria across all 5 districts. But this investment in upgraded park facilities at Trewyn Park is especially meaningful to our community members in the south side of Peoria. Trewyn Park is a tradition in 61605, serving residents since the late 1800s. The south side of Peoria has a strong, vibrant history as Peoria's. I cannot emphasize enough how wonderful it is to see this tradition continue with the major upgrades made to the park facilities. The new shelter with electricity, new picnic tables, a playground upgraded, 2 basketball courts, accessible paths, and accessible play elements will ensure that the park will be used by community members for many years to come. Investments like this are crucial to older legacy neighborhoods like the south side of Peoria. Our neighborhoods deserve access to safe and updated spaces for recreation, reflection, and community. Thanks to flexible federal block grants provided through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, the City of Peoria is empowered to work together with community partners to find ways we can spend these grant dollars to improve our city. The Community Development Block Grant Program is an incredibly important tool in our city's arsenal, creating space for local discretion in how we support quality, affordable housing, public services for community members who need assistance, improvements to our infrastructure, and quality of life upgrades in our neighborhoods that need it the most. The improvements at Trewyn Park were made possible by the Community Development Block Grant CARES Act. These funds were granted to the City of Peoria to prevent, prepare for, and respond to the effects of COVID-19. At a time when social distancing prevented us from gathering safely, many of our residents were unable to gather inside. This created an increased demand on our public parks and their facilities. Updating Trewyn Park to be more welcoming, inclusive, and responsive to the needs of the surrounding community creates a lasting impact in the 61605 zip code. With that in mind, I want to introduce Ms. Kimberly Dana, who is the Field Office Director for HUD's Illinois office. Kimberly provides outreach to and coordination with HUD stakeholders for secretarial priorities related to housing, homelessness, economic opportunity, and disaster coordination. Ms. Dana brings more than 30 years of expertise in grants for housing, community development, homelessness, and disaster recovery, and is a subject matter expert in HUD's affordable housing and community development programs. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Kimberly Dana.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay? On behalf of our HUD Regional Administrator, Diane Shelley, congratulations on this beautiful park project. I'm grateful to Mayor Ali for welcoming us to the celebration, and to Catherine Murphy, who also made sure that we heard about this celebration, even if she can't be with us today. We're just so happy to have the opportunity to celebrate with you today. And I am joined by your grant representative in the Community Development Block Grant Program, who is Josh Stillman, and our colleague Christine Meisner, both work in the housing and community development grants that the mayor spoke about. So we're just really excited to be here. It is particularly exciting for me to join you at a Community Development Block Grant CARES Act project, as I did have the opportunity to help launch this program, and this is the first project that I've been able to actually go out on site for a celebration to see it come to fruition. So this is really very exciting, so thank you again. The CDBG program is a big, broad, flexible program, and it is impactful. So when COVID hit, it was the right tool for so many communities to meet the needs that were caused by the COVID crisis. We are glad to see that the CARES Act helped the city to expand its reach with the CDBG program, the standard CDBG program that is here every year, to do housing, economic development, public services, and public facilities like this big, beautiful park. Seeing the project come to fruition is a testament to the commitment of the City of Peoria and the federal government to the residents of Peoria during a very difficult time. HUD and our entire federal family have been pouring resources into communities for recovery since the onset of COVID. It takes a great deal of commitment and competence to make effective use of these funds for the benefit of city residents. I want to acknowledge the staff of the City of Peoria. I wish you would come out from under the shelter and come on over here. I do want to recognize you. This staff has worked tirelessly, and also our park staff, hello, and thank you so much for this work. You've worked tirelessly to make this project possible and other recovery programs possible. This city has not only been working with its routine programs, but more than $5.6 million from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development alone, not to mention other federal resources, to make recovery and community development a strong response to the COVID crisis. Thank you so very much for your work, and please extend our thanks to Catherine Murphy. There's more to come. We're excited to see the city launch its Home American Rescue program. It's a housing program, it's a housing affordability program, and it's targeted to the most vulnerable Peoria residents. And so that is coming up with $2.4 million in investments, and that is also quite a heavy lift. The Trewyn Park project, the Home American Rescue Plan program, and all of the recovery programming the city is undertaking requires a commitment to collaboration in private and public sectors. I encourage you to continue to collaborate and to provide HUD with feedback on how we can help the city to most effectively promote affordable housing and the community. Thank you again, and congratulations again.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you that I haven't had the pleasure to meet, my name is Alex Sierra, Southern District Trustee on the Peoria Park District Board of Trustees. I was already nervous before coming up here, but I got a bit more nervous when I found out that I had two big pairs of shoes to fill after Mayor Rita Ali. I'll keep my comments rather direct and short. First, I'd like to say thank you to our colleagues at the city, Madam Mayor Dr. Rita Ali, and all of the distinguished city councilors. And I'd also like to give a round of applause to both of our staff at the city and at the Park District for working diligently to reinvest in one of our most historically disinvested communities in our city. When I originally thought of remarks of what to say, and sorry for getting teary-eyed, but it is an emotional day for me because the first thing that came to mind is what a win. What a win for the residents that directly live in this neighborhood and those who don't, but especially these residents, my neighbors, as I grew up 3 blocks away from here. You know, for far too long, we have endured the historic challenges that have come with the disinvestment in this local community. And I'm just appreciative and thankful that our city and our park board and both of our staff recognize that the time is now to reinvest. So I would like to personally say thank you, Mayor, thank you, City, thank you, President Johnson, thank you to our City Manager, Patrick Urick, and our Executive Director, Emily Cahill, and all of those wonderful individuals that both of those leaders have the opportunity and honor to help and to guide. You know, these moments are exactly why I decided to get into representative politics. Prior to stepping into representative politics, I came from a community organizing and advocacy background. And I would push for things like this. And I'm proud to say and report back to the residents, our colleagues and staff, that I am of firm belief that this investment is actually a result of advocacy that Councilwoman Denise Jackson and I, along with others way before us, have pushed for long before now. And I'll wrap up by saying that this is a win not only for us as governing institutions, but it is most importantly a win for our youth. This place is where dreams are literally born. Dreams are crafted. Dreams are built in these grounds and on those sands. And I'm just happy to say that our park district and our city took the time, took the due diligence, and took the necessary effort to make this investment. And I look forward to the future investments that are to come. Thank you. And with that, I'll welcome Executive Director Emily Cahill.
In closing out today's celebration, I want to take a quick moment to share 2 expressions of gratitude. First, the City of Peoria's staff and the staff of the Peoria Park District have been absolutely amazing in this work. They made a project happen in less than 8 months that would normally probably have taken several years because they harnessed an opportunity to make us better. On behalf of every person who will play on the courts or the playground or enjoy the walking paths, who will enjoy a picnic under our new shelter, I am honored to get to express gratitude. Second, I want to honor and recognize that Trewyn and other spaces and places that our district is able to provide to our communities as part of nearly 9,000 acres of publicly held parkland and more than 62 miles of trails is significant and impactful. Many who live here don't have any idea all of the many opportunities for parks and recreation programming and spaces that are available to them. Others take them for granted, assuming that all cities are like this. I assure you that they aren't. I'm well aware that many of you in this audience can probably say this next part with me because I say it all the time. But for those that can't, did you know that Peoria's publicly held parks and district-led programming is comparable to that of cities like San Diego, California, Tampa or Miami, Florida, Charleston, South Carolina? The assets that we have and the leaders that we have that you've heard from today, along with many others that weren't able to be here, share an intense love for this place. The value of our commitment cannot be understated. Today and every day, we must find every opportunity to celebrate that and to take pride in all of the many wonderful things about living and working and playing here in Peoria. To our leaders here today, thank you for taking pride in this collaboration and the wonderful things that have come from it. Now I am honored to invite our elected officials to come forward to cut a ribbon as a symbol of gratitude for the many great things that can happen when we work together for good. Thank you for being here today.